Hello, I'm Dave Peach, and this is the Crawfordsville Peachcast, sponsored by Tri-County Bank, your community bank since 1892. See them in person or at tricountybank.net. Tri-County Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Crawfordsville Peachcast, I'm Dave Peach. We are joined by
Dave Meyer.
Hello, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Dave, we had so much fun on the pre-Toasty show.
It was exciting. We surrounded the possible list of nominees in a somewhat entertaining and definitely self-absorbed manner.
Looking back on our 27 movie odyssey,
27.
27. It was definitely a trip. It was fun, and the awards will be announced during segment 3, the much cherished segment 3 of our show.
Stay tuned, folks. You gotta stick around for the big payoff.
We are presented by Tri-County Bank, your community bank since 1892. Also sponsored by Central Indiana Rubber, power for you. And 1, 2, 3. Hello, Todd. Well, Dave, any thoughts as we look back on really your participation in this particular podcast really started with the movies. I mean, and we've done 27 of these bad boys.
Well,
looking
Dave,
back, what do you think?
First of all, I'm honored to be brought in as a part of the Peachcast team for these little untoasted segments. It's a lot of fun, and hopefully we have been entertaining along the way as we've talked about these movies. So I have enjoyed every bit of it. I can't believe we've gone so far from FM to some kind of wonderful with a lot of Jack Warden in between. So we've had a pretty good ride.
Jack Warden, as I look at it, Dave, he kind of grounds us. He's kind of the OG. He's the guy that we look to for inspiration.
Dave, he keeps us level. We know he's capable of greatness, okay? But we also know that he did movies that occupied time and space. So we trust Jack. With Jack, we watch. And Jack will be, as he has been, more a part of our discussion as we go through the Toasties.
Today, we are going to go over a movie. We're going to talk about Avalanche, a 1978 movie with Rock Hudson, Mia Farrow, and Jeanette Noland. And I watched this movie on YouTube, and there was a host of the movie on YouTube. It was like a Sammy Terry type figure.
Okay. Wow. I caught another version on YouTube, and 78 wasn't out of the wheelhouse. I do not remember this as when it came out or anybody talking about this movie at that time. But it was, according to the facts that we've got here, one of the most expensive films ever made by New World Pictures.
And it did not make much money.
It did not. It was financially, yes, I think we can get into that, but it was a Razzie. It won Razzies.
Avalanche, you might say this movie was falling and it couldn't get up.
Oh, Dave. It's a Colorado adventure.
We've got it next on the Crawfordsville Peachcast.
You dropped your cell phone, the car won't start, and now your email has been hacked. Yup. Ever had one of those days? Tri-County Bank can help with a protection plan powered by Bazing. This is Bria French. Contact any of our offices to see how Bazing can resolve those big issues. Terms and conditions may apply. Tri-County Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Dave Meyer, it is Avalanche time. We just kind of fell into this one.
It's coming down, Dave. We're ready.
No kidding.
Let's just get them all out.
Let's have a ball.
Let's have a ball. Ooh, what's that sound, Dave? Should I look up?
Oh, I'm thinking about that Andy Williams song, Where Do I Begin to Tell the Story of Avalanche to You? The touching story of a man who built a ski lodge under a mountain, and then it all came crashing down.
Oh, Dave. Yes, David Shelby is Rock Hudson, the owner of a ski resort in an avalanche-prone area of Colorado.
Cutting to the chase here, and we're going to jump around.
Because we can.
Rock Hudson was kind of the Victor Newman of this particular, get me the chicken smile, get it now. Well, there's a blizzard. I mean, I can't get it. I don't care. Tell that pilot to clear his glasses or whatever. Give me that file. Why do you need the file? I mean, what's the big deal?
Marty and the file had to make it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we got to
get in the file.
We got to get the file in. Okay. So he knows everything about building a ski lodge, and he knows everything about what files he needs at a particular time. And then when the avalanche hits, he knows everything about getting people out of an avalanche. Bring me the crane and the dynamite. It's like, man.
I know.
Where do you go to school to learn that you need a crane and a dynamite and something when an avalanche hits your ski lodge? This guy was well educated.
It was those yellow glasses, Dave. The yellow glasses, and the fact that he had kind of an involved mother, right?
Yeah,
right. That combination was something. But okay, do you want to? Okay, so Dave, let's summarize. Obviously, this the word avalanche. You go, okay, this may be a disaster movie.
There may be I think I know how this is going to end.
I don't know. So, okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
No, actually, you spoiler alert, it ends with Mia Farrow and Rock Hudson having a bottle of champagne, but
yeah,
we got a long way to go before we get there.
Well, because so Rock Hudson is David Shelby, right? As you say, he's kind of like a millionaire industrialist kind of guy who sees these mountains and decides that they are best if they can be tamed with ski slopes. And so he is building this ski resort in this area, right? And it's nestled in the mountains, and it's beautiful. And his mom shows up, and his ex-wife shows up, and it's a big deal. It's not just the opening of the ski resort, but there's like competitions and all kinds of things planned for this weekend. So David, or Rock, we find out is kind of, yes, he's brilliant, but he's also nervous around his ex-wife and trying to kind of win her back. And as a result, he's a kind of a control freak a little bit, which is good in the, post-avalanche time. We need somebody to take control. But prior to...
Get her on the ambulance quick. Wait a minute. That same ambulance that's going to end at the bottom of a creek that one. Okay.
I mean, Jeanette Nolan is Rock's mommy. And then we have some kind of minor characters that are like these ski guys, right? But basically we set up the premise.
I still have my Bruce t-shirt. I don't know if you know that or not, but that's a big item. Big item after the show to grab your Bruce t-shirt.
Get your Bruce t-shirt, kids. Yeah. Well, I was like, what? Okay, what is, like, we set up the fact that he's, getting ready to open this place, and he's trying to win his ex-wife back, and his mom's there, and it's a big deal. But really, it's like, what's happening? And then all of a sudden, we have the avalanche, Dave, and we have the avalanche triggered by a plane carrying Marty and the pilot and the file, the important file. Okay. That hits, they fly in the bad weather, and hit the mountain.
If only he would have been a little more understanding, and perhaps, amid
Well,
five or seven simultaneous national television broadcasts from his establishment, if he'd have said, you know what, the file can wait a little bit.
the file can wait.
It can
Today,
wait just a
Dave,
little
he
bit.
would have emailed the file. You'd have emailed the file. You don't need to get on a plane.
Marty can stay home. He can do it in his pajamas.
Stay home. He could. And okay, no, let's say the file is large and it cannot be sent electronically. Well, Dave, FedEx or UPS.
You got to have that file. You got to have it now. You got to have.
And by God, Dave,
you can't
there's
wait.
no movie. There's no movie without that file.
It doesn't matter if naked women are serving you orange juice. I mean, you got to have that file. I mean, you got to have the file. It is totally apparent that we need that file, and we need it now.
No, so while we're waiting on the file to come, we're starting all these activities. One is which is like a Death Race 2000 snowmobile situation.
Well,
what is happening there?
Okay, now wait a minute. Okay, there's the snowmobiles. Okay, we have the world's greatest snowmobilers all here gathered in one place. It's a who's who of Hall of Fame snowmobilers, and then like in the first 10 seconds, 8 of them fall.
Flying off, Dave. They're flying off.
Apparently, they're not very good.
They're running into each other. They're kicking at each other, like teenagers on on a sled.
Oh my goodness!
And yet they're driving snowmobiles.
It's kind of like the rich guy. It's kind of like the rich guy at Indy that gets, he's got to buy his way in there. Wait a minute, that has consequences.
This could be bad, Dave. This could be bad because, first of all, I'm like, wait a minute.
They just kept falling off. They just kept falling off. I mean, it's like, how many guys? I mean, it's like, hey, we got the Lakers and Celtics there. They keep dribbling out of bounds. I mean,
what's happening here?
They hit the water cooler with the basketball. I mean, what's going on?
Okay, so
I don't understand it.
That's leading up. Okay, we I will say this. Along the way, we do introduce Robert Forster as a minor character who is both this friend of. He serves every role. He is the friend of Rock Hudson, the owner. He is somewhat the romantic interest, right, of Mia Farrow, because he's new and he's a photographer and kind of hip and cool. And he questions Rock. Early on, we see him as the guy bringing the possible problem to the fore. And he says, hey, man, if you cut down those trees, it'll be bad. And Rock is, this mountain's been here for a long time with these trees. Yeah. So we set up Robert Forster to be, he's kind of like.
Was he Thorne?
Yeah, he's Richard Dreyfuss's character in Jaws a little bit. But anyway, Robert Forster's in this. I'm sure he's not proud of it either. But okay, so we fast forward. To me, it's like things are happening, but really the most interesting thing was the race among the snowmobiles. And then we go, and it's the Avalanche starts after the plane wreck. But then, Dave, it felt like about 20 minutes of the movie was just watching us cover people up and following the one skier in red who outran the Avalanche for maybe 2 to 3 movie minutes. Right?
I thought he was in Aspen by then.
I mean, oh my God.
He was over the state line.
Time. How is he doing this? And now finally, of course, he gets rolled over.
I think he was in Utah by the time he got done.
Wait a minute, man. We're following this dude down the hill, Avalanche on his heels, and he's somehow still eluding the Avalanche for quite a while.
Mitt Romney's giving him a high five by the time he's done.
It was unbelievable. But then, of course, Dave, after finally it all stops, and then, and only then, it's revealed, of course, that well, our main characters lived, right? And Rock somehow knows what to do and starts barking orders.
Oh my goodness, it's Mitt Romney's not from Utah though, is he? He's from East
He
Coast.
is.
He is. Okay, good.
No,
okay.
Yes, I
Okay,
believe
well,
he was at one time. Yeah,
it was a funny line.
Utah.
It was we got it through. Okay, okay. Now another question I have with this movie.
Yes,
with Marty and the pilot, I assume that you could have a blizzard on top of the mountain with perfect sunny skies below the mountain.
Yeah. Or, even above wherever they were flying.
I mean,
it should somewhere that weather.
We need we need Gene Steratore or Dean Blandino or Mike
we need
Herrera.
Our flight guy.
To tell us exactly. Okay, can you have a blizzard on the top of the mountain and beautiful sunny skies below?
That's all we need to know.
Oh my goodness. Well,
oh my.
You got anything? I mean, I got so many things we got to go through, and because there's just so much in this movie that I got to unpack. Okay. The one thing we got to talk about is the band that he found on a beach in San Francisco.
Yeah.
And the song, which had 3 words: you are the new, you are the new, and they just kept looping this.
Yeah.
They over and over again.
And over.
I mean, it was some sort of Eastern European communist type of, I don't know what it was. It was some sort of, I felt I was in like some mind control thing or something, but eventually though it did stop.
It did stop, but there was I was kind of swaying with that.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Then oh my goodness. Again, we talked about the weather, but also I can't get out of my mind the look on the figure skating coach
at that last minute, because he was so proud, Dave.
Yeah, he was so proud.
So proud.
He kind of had that look of he's at Applebee's and maybe he ordered the wrong thing and it's coming to the adjacent table. He's like, maybe I should have ordered that.
Yeah, it started slow, right?
I think that was his method. Okay, here's what we're going to do. You're at a restaurant and you ordered the steak, but then over to the side table comes the chicken Parmesan. And you look at it and you go, man, I wish I'd have ordered that chicken Parmesan. And you look at it and we don't want any, we don't really want any saliva falling out of your mouth, but everything but that. Can you give that to us? Come on one.
Cue that man, Dave. No,
don't make any noises. Just kind of look.
It was a wide-eyed pivot.
Give that man his chicken Parmesan. I mean, come on.
Take care of him.
He wanted it so much.
Oh, transfixed. Yes.
Okay, so we did have Schlitz beer. Do they still make Schlitz beer?
That is a good question. I am not sure. We'll have to look that up.
So it wasn't really. Was it really the environment, the peril of the environment that caused the avalanche, or was it just the freak occurrence of a plane crash up there?
Well, I think the Robert Forster character was trying to say that the area was prone to avalanche, period. But I think in the premise,
but you might not necessarily have an important file being delivered in a blizzard and the plane crash on top of the mountain.
Yeah, you had to. I mean, it wasn't enough. And probably test audiences says, you know what? Robert Forster saying this is not enough. We're going to need to crash a plane and show that the plane crash tipped some snow, which tipped more snow, which created the movie title or something like that. I don't know, Dave.
Then we had the girl with the Bruce T-shirt on who was just about ready to take pills to kill herself. Okay.
Right.
We had to know this, and it's a long story. You have to watch the movie, but then
it was well set up.
But then, thank goodness, the building and some snow falling on her stopped her from taking those pills.
took care of that right away, didn't it?
She ended up still not with us anymore, but,
but
it wasn't because of the pills.
yeah, her parents will be happy that she went this way.
Okay. And then when all heck's breaking loose and we call in the emergency vehicles, somehow on streets that have no snow, it's perfectly sunny. They keep crashing into each other. I mean, what's going on here?
That was like, okay, you've moved it a little far. You're way out here now.
They're so nervous about going up to that mountain that they just automatically, and they crash into buildings.
Right.
There was no reason for the emergency vehicles to crash into buildings. There was no snow. There was nothing. It was perfect down there.
It was bad, Dave. They were reaching and they didn't catch with these. I just,
oh my goodness.
yeah, I saw that. I'm like, wow. I mean, the stock footage, first of all, there's a lot of stock footage in this movie, and you could tell the most when you cut back between the guy, the skier in red, and then the avalanche chasing him has, there's streaks in the film because it's old. So, this is just, it's a King of the Mountain movie, right?
Yeah, he was the King of the Mountain. Let's see. I've got, we'll get to that later, but you talked about some memorable lines.
I did, Dave.
You've got a memorable line. Let's hear it.
Well, first of all, I just want to say that among the lines, like, nobody listens to Robert Forster, right? Mm-mm. He's the one guy that kind of says like something and like he looks dour. They don't listen to him. But the lines that I loved, there were two. One was in the opening sequence when they're introducing kind of the guys who are the kind of the rock star skiers. They ask one, and he says that I ski like I breathe, talk, or make love. A very 70s thing that I liked. And the other, Dave, I won't deliver the other. I'll just say it's a good line, and it wouldn't be in a movie today.
Okay, we'll have to ask you that. Maybe that'll be on the subscription.
The subscription service.
Peachcast.
If you're doubling down.
Let's see. There's so many things that, this movie just kills me. But my favorite line in the movie, we have national TV coverage. I guess this is kind of like akin to Lake Placid or someplace that would host the Olympics.
Yes.
So they bring in Bob Beatty. The modern, the Bob Beatty. The ski guy. They don't bring in Bob Beatty, but they bring in a guy that's like national TV. Okay, Bob, and I forget what the guy's name was. But he was the love interest with Mia. No, he was not the love interest with Mia Farrow. Anyway, so they have this ultimate, Rock Hudson. Hey, here's the owner, David Selby or whatever his name is.
Yes.
And he takes the mic and addresses the national audience. And I quote.
And they're excited, Dave.
I quote, I want to thank everybody for making all of this possible. Have a good day.
That's it, folks. A union writer was paid to frame that out, Dave.
And another one of my favorite parts of the movie. One, how do you get one of those torpedo launchers mounted to your deck?
Very cool. Very cool.
I mean, do they? Well, I want the torpedo launcher right over there on the deck, right next to the grill. If you could. Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, no problem. We'll put it right there because I might want to launch some torpedoes into that mountain just for fun. I mean, just
you understand
for environmental reasons. So yeah, if you could just put it right there. Kind of in that torpedo launcher vein, and I didn't write down the exact note that he left the lady Mia Farrow after. They had spent some time together, but he left her a note saying, I went up to the mountain to try to stop the avalanche. Make yourself some coffee.
Oh, my God. So good. So good, Dave.
I got to go save the world. Make yourself some coffee while I'm gone. Help yourself. Help yourself. Make some coffee. And a little bit about, we talked about Schlitz beer. Yes. Another good line was, "You got some dynamite?"
That's good. And Rock at one point said, "Come on down, Gary."
Okay.
There's the movie.
Come on, come on down. And of course, the camera crew ultimately does, but there was a camera crew filming the figure skating and all this stuff, and then all of a sudden, another camera crew came in, and they go, "We got to start shooting this."
Yeah.
Well, so they decided to, instead of trying to help people survive the avalanche, they're gonna fire some, just make some award-winning documentaries. And I'll leave it with this. My last discussion point, Jeanette Rock Hudson's mom.
Yes.
Okay. She was trapped inside, and Rock Hudson had to dynamite her out.
Yes.
They got her out. They put her in an ambulance, and they said, "Hey, here's some oxygen." She goes, "What I'd rather have is a Bloody Mary." Okay, we got it. You're a feisty.
She's a feisty woman.
Independent older lady. We love that. So she's literally brought back from the dead with mouth-to-mouth resuscitation from Mia Farrow. Yeah. They load her in the ambulance. She's going away. And, we have an avalanche. We have people that are crashing on perfectly good streets in the middle of the city.
We don't know why.
And we don't know why. And on this one, they couldn't even get her over a bridge before it went down in a fiery burst. But somehow, some way, Mia Farrow ended up grabbing onto some sort of metal part of the bridge as it was falling down. I don't quite understand this.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Well, I didn't understand it for two reasons, Dave. Why save her in the movie? And we were talking, and it's not true. The movie is not true. I know it's not true. But why save her in the movie? Why save her from the lodge just to have her go down in flames, getting over a bridge?
Right. Doesn't. It's like, oh, you think she's going to be okay? Well,
No.
We're not going to let you be that comfortable.
I mean, why not just let her?
Right. Well, it's also kind of a, do you have to kill all the minor characters? I guess it was like, oh, no, she's going to go.
What was that one movie they all crashed down the mountain in Texas? Was that The Swarm? They got rid of a lot. That was probably the most minor characters killed off at one point. It's like, yeah, you remember that? Yeah, it's a train. The train got him. The train got him.
That is
but yeah, don't trust the ambulance drivers. Don't trust the bridges.
Mm-hmm. No.
Well, that bridge was quite a ways. I guess I don't know. It just did not make any sense on many different levels. But it did all end with a nice champagne toast after it was all over.
Yeah. Yeah, a little funky way to end it. Almost like they didn't know how to end it, so we're going to do it. We're just going to do this. Yeah,
I could only hear Mia Farrow as she's getting into the cab to leave saying, "My work here is done."
Is done. Well, side note, Dave, this movie came out at the same time as a movie called Piranha. Okay? And the thinking at the time was that Avalanche would be more successful than Piranha because Avalanche sounds more mainstream than Piranha and had bigger stars. But guess what? Piranha was the bigger hit. And in hindsight, Roger Corman, the producer of this movie, said it's because it was funny and well directed. So I guess he's kind of saying of his movie, not much humor, and it could have been done better.
Piranhas were kind of cool back then.
This was the first one, so it started the coolness. Dave, this film some of its notoriety. It was in a 2017 revival of Mystery Science Theater 3000.
I could see that.
It has been lauded for its campiness, I would say.
Well, all I can say, Dave, is you are the new. And I'm going to ask you got some dynamite?
I got some dynamite, Dave. Let's take care of this, baby.
And just let me say to everyone who participated in listening to our podcast here today,
yes,
I want to thank everybody for making all of this possible. Have a good day.
Very nice. Very nice. Now, if you're Rock Hudson at that moment, do you think, is there more, or is there anything more substantial you should say, or maybe even more intellectually stimulating? No.
Who needs Chat GPT when you got that?
You got that, baby.
We'll take a break, but I tell you what, you are in store for the best segment 3, the most exciting segment 3, the most significant segment 3, the most important segment 3. We have the Toasties Awards coming up. Dave says the best ever. I would concur. It's coming up next on the Crawfordsville Peachcast. The Toasties will be awarded. Central Indiana Rubber Products provides the power for you. Central Indiana Rubber Products, or CIR, keeps farm equipment and local manufacturing processes running with gaskets, belts, seals, and O-rings, among a variety of other products and services. Employee-owned and always customer-focused. Central Indiana Rubber Products, 989 West, 83 North, Crawfordsville, and at indianarubber.com. Central Indiana Rubber Products, or CIR, power for you. Time for the Toasties to be announced. 27 movies vying in important categories. Dave Meyer, you were there for every one of these 27 movies. I'm excited. I know you are too.
It's exciting, Dave. We've got to spend some quality time looking at American art in the past century and kind of giving our spin on it. And it's been a lot of fun, Dave. We've seen movies that we weren't supposed to see. And as a result, possibly others have. So we're doing a good service here to the folks, providing the Toasties here with the Peachcast.
Don't forget, you can listen to the Toasties Selection Show previous episode on that. But here we go. Best Disaster Film. The nominees were When Time Ran Out, Beyond Poseidon Adventure, The Swarm, and Meteor. And the winner is?
The winner is
When Time
Ran Out.
Dave. Love the movie. Don't build a major luxury hotel near a volcano.
Just a small bit of engineering insight.
Okay. Best actor who appeared in Godfather 1 and 2. Nominees are James Caan in The Program, G.S. Spradlin, I can never remember his name, the Senator, and Marlon Brando in The Wild One and Freshman. And the winner is?
The winner is James Caan.
I loved him in The Program. I agree.
Loved him in The Program. He's good. He will forever be Sonny. He will forever be Brian Piccolo. He is definitely an actor who got into our heads growing up.
Best movie based on the life of the amazing Kreskin.
Well, it's kind a limited category, Dave.
Yeah, kind of a short field, but the winner is?
The Amazing Buck Howard.
I think it was the Great Buck Howard, wasn't it?
Great, you're right. Yes, you're right.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I'll do it again.
No, you're good. Tutor of the Year, Halle Berry versus Annette O'Toole. Berry in The Program, O'Toole in One on One.
And the winner is Halle Berry.
Halle Berry wins Tutor of the Year. Best soundtrack. Now, this was one of the most competitive categories. Every movie really competed for this. I got to tip the cap to FM with all of its great classic rock hits, but the winner of the best soundtrack is...
The winner is Vision Quest.
Early Madonna and some other great songs as well. Some Journey.
Yeah. And just the kind of movie, the teenage angst movie that has that kind of soundtrack that makes you want to go see it at the theater, and the songs are familiar when you see it again.
Best motorcycle guy, we had Marlon Brando. We had somebody that we think in Vision Quest, and we had Hot Rod, and we had we had Sandberg and Hot Rod, and probably other motorcycle guys that we forgot. Chris Sheffer, is that Chris Sheffer? Was he in the program? Did he have a motorcycle?
Yes, I think he did. Yes, good call, Dave. Yeah, he was the lead, and also, what was the other movie we just saw? Oh, he was that bad guy, kind of heavy in Some Kind of Wonderful Boyfriend.
Some Kind of Wonderful. The winner, best motorcycle guy.
The winner is Marlon Brando.
The wild one.
The OG, the original OG.
Best Jack Warden movie. Let's start with worst Jack Warden movie.
Okay. Worst Jack Warden movie. Well, Dave. Did we go with,
We went with
Beyond?
Dirty Work. We went with Dirty Work. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
I wrote them down here on an official sheet of paper here. No question about it. Best Jack Warden movie. One of the best movies we did. We'll find out later. It has won some other awards up the ladder here. Being There with Jack Warden.
Yes, look, a good movie, worth another look by you and I, or definitely one to recommend, because it's fairly timeless, right? In its kind of story.
We split on Best Actress. You liked Rebecca Hall in Everything Must Go. I went with my childhood sweetheart, Leslie Ann Warren, in Cinderella.
Near and dear to our hearts. Yes.
Got to go with your heart. And you say best, or we agreed best actor, even though we do like Will Ferrell in Everything Must Go. There was a clear-cut winner in best actor, and that will always be.
The winner is Peter Sellers in Being There.
I'll also salute Henry Fonda in The Swarm, one of the best looks as the bees were ready to put a hurt on him.
Take him out.
Movie we don't want to watch ever again. In fact, we may try to erase our memory of it.
Well, I want to say, giddy up, hoom, papa, mau, mau, Dave. It's Elvira.
Mistress of the Dark. Oh, that was. Dave, the movie we would like to do again.
The winner of that is Will Ferrell and Everything Must Go. Worth another look to check out this movie that not a lot of folks saw, with somebody we all know, but not trying to make us laugh.
It was a very interesting movie. A lot of layers, a lot of good characters. Rebecca Hall was in it. She won the Best Actress Toastie, by the way.
Well, very deserving.
Yeah, so you need to watch that one. We're going to end with worst movie. Best movie.
Our best movie, our best worst movie. No, what's our worst movie, Dave?
This is the best movie.
The best movie, ladies and gentlemen, the best movie of the Toasties 2024 is Being There.
Being There with Peter Sellers. It was spectacular. And the worst movie, you might think, well, was Elvira. It's kind of tough. Movie you wouldn't want to do again, movie you wouldn't want to watch again versus worst movie. But I think when you talk about worst movie, there was one, and we agree that this was one of the worst movies of any era, and certainly of the 27 that we did. this was the worst.
Ladies and gentlemen, please avoid Almost Heroes.
You wonder, how could it go so wrong? How could Matthew Perry? How could Chris Farley? All the other folks that were in there. I think Harry Shearer was the narrator of this movie.
It has a Saturday Night Live laden group in charge of the creative. So you think, especially during this time, that it would have been funny. But it was not. It was just a bad movie with two famous stars, and they kind of buried it. And it was released after Chris Farley's death. So not a lot was expected of it, and it did pretty much nothing.
Well, we started in May of 2023 with the movie FM, Donald Fagen, Walter Becker, Steely Dan. We saw Michael Brandon playing the program director, making his way through the streets of Los Angeles to get to his airship that started at 6 a.m., that frenetic scene. We ended with Some Kind of Wonderful with Eric Stoltz and Leah Thompson and Mary Stuart Masterson. In between, we saw an invasion of Astro Monster. We saw meteors. We saw shipwrecks. We saw daredevils. We saw tributes to AM radio. We saw Jimmy Buffett saving the whales. It was a wild, wild 27-movie ride, baby.
Definitely. Dave, this has been a great ride through all those movies, the fun of that. Kreskin, and both Tom Hanks and Colin Hanks. So it has been an interesting and diverse and fun ride.
We will keep them coming. We've got, of course, the first one you heard today in the new season of Untoasted, Avalanche. Coming up, Dave, All of Me, Steve Martin and Lily Tomlin. After that, I'm going to make the call. We're going to go to Point Break. Point Break.
All right.
Those are the next two movies.
Okay, All of Me and Point Break. And then, Dave, correct me here, All of Me, what year?
84.
84. Okay, good time.
I believe that was the case. Point Break. I'm not sure. We'll have to check.
Similar time frame though.
Maybe a little later. Maybe a little later.
Crawfordsville Peach Cast. Dave Meyer and Dave Peach. Dave, do you have anything left to share on this historic first edition of the Toasties?
Well, first, before we get to my final thought, I want to thank Tri-County Bank.
Oh, yes.
Your hometown bank since 1892. I also want to thank Todd and everybody at Central Indiana Rubber. Power for you. Hello, Todd. Let's say it kind of as we kind of introspectively look back. Let's just say 1, 2, 3. Hello, Todd. I'll leave you with this.
Okay.
I want to thank everybody for making all of this possible. Have a good day. Thanks for listening to the Crawfordsville Peach Cast, sponsored by Tri-County Bank, your community bank since 1892. Tri-County Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Tune in Thursday for a new episode on Apple or Spotify, and please like, subscribe, and download the Crawfordsville Peach Cast. This podcast was produced and edited by Up Their Media and is a presentation of Fork Broadcasting Digital. I'm Dave Peach, inviting you to join me next week.